If you're fascinated by the success stories of actors who have conquered Hollywood from Latin America, don't go away, because today we're going to discover all about the life of Humberly González, the Venezuelan actress who has become one of the most promising stars in international entertainment. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to not miss any content about your favorite celebrities. Humberly González is not just another actress in Hollywood. She is the first Latina woman to star in a Star Wars video game as the main character, playing Kves in Star Wars Outlaws, one of the most anticipated releases of 2024. But her story goes far beyond this monumental achievement. Born on April 14, 1992, in Punto Fijo, Venezuela, Humberly grew up in a working-class family that always supported her artistic dreams. Her childhood was spent between the beaches and streets of this Venezuelan oil town, where she developed her love for the arts from a very young age. However, like many Venezuelan families, the Gonzalez family had to make the difficult decision to emigrate in search of better opportunities. When Humberly was just 12 years old, her family moved to Aruba, an experience that deeply marked her. This first change of country taught her about adaptation and resilience, qualities that would later be fundamental in her acting career. But the journey didn't end there. Subsequently, the Gonzalez family emigrated to Canada, settling in what would become Humberly's permanent home. The transition from Venezuela to Aruba and then to Canada was not easy for a teenager. Humberly has spoken openly about the challenges of adapting to new cultures, learning languages, and finding her identity in countries where she was a minority. These obstacles, far from discouraging her, strengthened her determination and gave her a unique perspective that she now brings to her characters. Humberly's first encounter with acting occurred during high school in Canada. What began as an extracurricular activity quickly became a passion that would change the course of her life. Her teachers immediately noticed her natural talent and her ability to emotionally connect with characters. Determined to professionalize her passion, Humberly enrolled in the theater program at Keano College, where she began to hone her skills and understand the technical aspects of acting. During this stage, she not only perfected her technique, but also developed a work discipline that characterizes her to this day. But Humberly knew she needed more. Her next step was to apply to the prestigious National Theatre School of Canada in Montreal, one of the most selective and respected institutions in the country. The admission process was intense, but her talent and dedication led her to be accepted into this elite program. The years in Montreal were transformative for Humberly. The National Theatre School not only prepared her technically, but also exposed her to different styles of acting, from classical theater to the most modern techniques. It was here where she truly found her voice as an actress, and where she began to develop the versatility that characterizes her today. If you're enjoying this content, don't forget to like the video to support the channel and continue with me, because now we're going to talk about how Humberly conquered Canadian television and then the international scene. After graduating from the National Theatre School, Humberly settled in Toronto, the entertainment capital of Canada. Like many emerging actors, she started with small roles and guest appearances, but she made the most of every opportunity. Her early works included appearances in prestigious Canadian series such as Orphan Black, a science fiction series that gained international recognition. Although her role was small, working on productions of this caliber allowed her to learn from experienced actors and understand how the industry works at a professional level. She also appeared in Saving Hope, a medical drama that gave her the opportunity to explore more dramatic roles, and in The Detail, where she was able to show her acting range in a police context. Each of these projects was a learning experience for Humberly, who absorbed knowledge like a sponge. The turning point in her career came with Utopia Falls in 2020, a science fiction musical series where she played Brooklyn 2. This production allowed her to combine her love for acting with music and dance, showing a more complete facet of her talent. The series, although it had only one season, became a cult phenomenon and established Humberly as an actress to watch. But it was in 2021 when Humberly really exploded onto the international scene with her role as Sophie Sanchez in Netflix's Ginny and Georgia. This series became one of the biggest hits on the platform, breaking audience records and catapulting Humberly to worldwide recognition. Sophie Sanchez is not just a secondary character. She is a vital presence in the series that brings humor, heart, and authenticity. Humberly managed to create a memorable character that fans love and that has earned her critical recognition. Her chemistry with the rest of the cast is palpable and has been one of the most praised elements of the series. The success of Ginny and Georgia opened doors that Humberly had never imagined. Suddenly, casting directors from all over the world knew her name, and opportunities began to multiply. But the moment that really changed her career came when she was selected to play Kay Vess in Star Wars Outlaws. Being chosen as Kay Vess was not just about getting a job, it was about making history. Humberly became the first Latina woman to star in a Star Wars video game as the main character. This achievement is not only personal but also represents a significant advancement in Latina representation in mainstream entertainment media. The process of creating Kay Vess was deeply collaborative. Humberly not only lent her voice to the character but also performed all the motion capture, infusing Kay with her own physicality and expressiveness. Most importantly, she had creative input in the development of the character, helping to shape Kay's personality and nuances. According to Humberly herself, she influenced Kay to be more than just a simple space rogue. The actress brought elements of vulnerability and dreams that made the character more relatable and human. This creative contribution shows the professional maturity that Humberly has achieved in her career. Star Wars Outlaws, released in August 2024, was a massive success, and Humberly's portrayal of Kay Vess received universal praise. Players and critics alike praised her ability to create a three-dimensional character that felt authentic within the Star Wars universe. The impact of this role goes beyond entertainment. Humberly has become a symbol of representation for the Latina community, especially for young women who dream of careers in entertainment. Her success demonstrates that talent can transcend geographical and cultural barriers. But the conquest of the Star Wars universe was not the end of her rise. In 2025, Humberly has continued to expand her presence in iconic franchises with her participation in Star Trek, Section 31, where she plays Mel, a Deltana agent. This role firmly establishes her as a top-tier science fiction actress. Let us know in the comments what you think about a Venezuelan actress conquering two of the most important science fiction franchises. And now let's talk about her personal life and her current lifestyle. Despite her growing fame, Humberly has managed to maintain a certain level of privacy about her personal life. What we do know is that she currently resides in Toronto, a city she considers her adopted home and for where she manages her international career. Humberly is openly part of the LGBTQ+ community, as indicated by the pride flag emoji in her Instagram bio. She has been a silent but constant advocate for LGBTQ+ rights, using her platform to promote inclusivity and acceptance. Her life in Toronto reflects the balance she has achieved between her rising career and personal normalcy. Although she does not have any publicly known children, Humberly has expressed in interviews the importance of maintaining strong connections with her family, especially considering the migratory journey they shared. Humberly's social media offers glimpses of her authentic personality. With over 256,000 followers on Instagram, she shares both professional and personal moments, always maintaining a balance between accessibility and privacy. Her content shows a genuine person who doesn't take herself too seriously despite her success. A notable characteristic of Humberly is her pride in her roots. She frequently posts content in Spanish and makes references to her Venezuelan heritage. This cultural pride is not only authentic but also strategic, as it connects her with the vast Latino audience that follows her worldwide. In terms of her lifestyle, Humberly seems to live relatively modestly compared to other celebrities of her stature. She does not flaunt excessive luxuries on social media, preferring to show significant experiences and moments over material possessions. Now let's talk numbers. Although the exact figures of Humberly's net worth are not public, we can make educated estimates based on her known projects. Her role in Ginny and Georgia, being a successful Netflix series, probably secured her a significant salary, especially considering the show's success. The role of Kay Vess in Star Wars Outlaws represented not only a substantial salary, but also potential royalties and future opportunities within the Star Wars universe. AAA video games like this typically pay their main actors very well, especially when the project is as successful as this one. Her appearances in Star Trek, Section 31, and other 2025 projects continue to add to her net worth. Conservatively, We could estimate that Humberly has a net worth ranging between 500,000 and 2 million Canadian dollars, an impressive figure for an actress of her age and trajectory. In addition to her acting income, Humberly has begun to diversify her income sources. She has participated in advertising campaigns and endorsements, although she maintains selectivity about the brands she associates with, prioritizing those that align with her personal values. In terms of investments and properties, Humberly keeps a low profile. There are no known ostentatious properties or luxury car collections. Her approach seems to focus more on long-term financial security than on displays of wealth. An interesting aspect of Humberly's financial management is her international focus. Working on Canadian, American, and global projects, she must navigate complex tax systems, which likely requires sophisticated financial advice. Her investments appear to be conservative and diversified, although specific details are not public. Like many smart actors, she probably invests in a mix of real estate, financial markets, and perhaps some entertainment ventures. Before talking about her future projects, like this video if you're enjoying learning more about Humberly González's life, and let us know in the comments if you knew her story before her success in Star Wars. Humberly's future projects promise to be even more exciting than her career so far. With Star Trek, Section 31 already confirmed for 2025, her presence in the Star Trek universe is secured, which could lead to more opportunities within this franchise. But what really has fans excited is the possibility of seeing Humberly portray Kay Vess in live action. The actress has publicly expressed her interest in bringing the video game character to the screen, either in a movie or television series. Considering the success of Star Wars Outlaws, this possibility is not far-fetched. Disney and Lucasfilm have shown increasing interest in expanding the Star Wars universe beyond the Jedi, exploring the criminal side and the smugglers that Kay Vess perfectly represents. A series or movie centered on her character could be exactly what Star Wars needs to diversify its narrative. In addition to Star Wars, Humberly has expressed interest in exploring more genres. Although she has found great success in science fiction, her theatrical training prepares her for drama, comedy, and practically any genre. We expect to see her take creative risks in upcoming projects. Another exciting aspect is her potential as a producer. Many successful actresses eventually move into production to have more creative control, and Humberly has the intelligence and vision to be successful in this field. Her status as a successful Latina in Hollywood also positions her for projects that celebrate and explore the Latino experience. We could see Humberly involved in productions that tell authentic stories of the Latino community, both as an actress and producer. On the international front, the Latin American market is experiencing a boom, with platforms like Netflix heavily investing in Spanish-language content. Humberly is perfectly positioned to be a bridge between Hollywood and Latin America. The opportunities in streaming continue to expand, and versatile actors like Humberly are in high demand. Her proven ability to lead projects and connect with international audiences makes her extremely marketable. There is also the possibility that she will return to her theatrical roots. Many successful screen actors eventually return to the theater, and Humberly has the credentials and skills to succeed on Broadway or the West End. One of the most admirable aspects of Humberly González is how she has handled her success. Despite achieving international recognition, she has kept her feet on the ground in her connection to her roots. Her story is particularly inspiring for immigrants and Latinos who see in her an example that dreams can come true with hard work and perseverance. Her journey from Punto Fijo, Venezuela, to becoming the protagonist of Star Wars is more than a personal success story. It is a testament to the power of diversity in entertainment. Humberly has shown that authentic stories and diverse characters are not only socially important, but also commercially successful. The way she has navigated the challenges of being a Latina actress in an industry that has historically been lacking in diversity deserves recognition. She has opened doors, not only for herself, but for future generations of Latino actors. Her professional approach, combining talent with business acumen, establishes her as a role model for emerging actors. She has shown that it is possible to maintain personal authenticity while achieving mainstream success. Humberly's influence extends beyond entertainment. As a public figure, she has used her platform responsibly, promoting important causes without being preachy. Her example shows how celebrities can be positive influencers. In conclusion, Humberly González represents a new generation of global actors who transcend geographical and cultural borders. Her success in franchises like Star Wars and Star Trek firmly establishes her as a force in Hollywood, while her authenticity and connection to her roots keep her relatable and admired. At just 33 years old, Humberly is in the prime of her career, with decades of potential success ahead. Her upcoming projects will likely establish her not only as a successful actress, but also as a significant creative force in the industry. Ultimately, Humberly González's story is one of hope and possibility. It demonstrates that with talent, hard work, and a bit of luck, it is possible to reach the stars, literally in her case, considering her work in space franchises. We hope you found this journey through the life and career of Humberly González as fascinating as we did. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content about your favorite celebrities. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and don't miss the next video that appears on your screen right now. See you in the next video.